Hey guys, Greg here coming to you with another episode of Greg's Bonsai, and we're outside. It's the end of April, almost beginning of May. It was almost 80 degrees today. It felt like 80, that's for sure, and just out in the sun. And we're going to have a nice warm week ahead of us. So I thought, let's get outside and shoot some videos and just see how it goes here. So this is my sycamore. The last time we saw this was in about October. The leaves were starting to come off of it and were nice and yellow and orange. And we're just starting to show their fall colors, which was great. Love seeing that. But now we're here in spring, the end of spring at least, getting closer and closer to summer. It feels like summer out here. So these guys are going to be starting to grow rather quickly now that it's warming up. The sun's on them, and they're just starting to show their leaves, and all the buds are starting to pop out. And this guy actually, within the past week, has started to bring out some of its foliage. So it's been kind of cool to see this. And I thought before the leaves really start to form, we can kind of see some changes that have happened to this sycamore since October. The big difference here, if you look down here, let's see if I can zoom in here, or at least get it a little bit closer. You can see I chopped off that nub that was here from the original cutting when I chopped it out of the window frame that I found this guy in. And we actually have a little third branch kind of coming out here, which is kind of neat to see. So I'm going to kind of keep that going for the year and see where this guy goes. But you can kind of just see we have the main stub here that came up where I cut and saved everything. So about like this level is where I cut off everything, and it didn't grow until this guy just kind of shot up out of nowhere and we had life. So by October we had these guys here, and I was kind of hoping that this would kind of grow out and we'd see some leaves come out of this. I was kind of worried. First year in the shed, and first time actually doing this with trees, seeing if life would come out of the shed. If it was too cold or whatnot, I would water about once a week when this stuff looked dry, when the soil was all dry. But I fertilized this here this past week, and have been watering it. And it's been getting a lot of sun on my back porch. We get the morning light back here, and then it goes into the mid-afternoon until the sun just kind of goes over. So even though I have a covered porch, I have it in an area where the sun will hit it for a good portion of the day. So we can kind of see this. We've got this one leader. I will call this the leader. The bigger of the two branches. We got a lot of nice, leaves coming out of this. They're quite shiny at the moment. And it looks like we will have some branching, I assume anyway, with this extra growth coming out. And we do have some growth going up the top. So this leader is continuing to grow ever higher, which will be nice because we get to see this, thickening of this branch from the trunk. So we get that nice taper, hopefully, coming from this. And then next year we'll probably be trimming this guy back just to bring it down. But I do like the idea of both of these guys growing. This guy's a little shorter. Don't see any real growth coming out of this guy here, but it looks like we're going to be extending out the side here and going up that way. So it's nice to see this guy even within a week, I would say. I think probably within this past week, all these buds have opened up, and we've started seeing these leaves come out. We still even have a few more buds down here that have yet to open, and you can kind of see some growth happening here. And it'll start coming out, and we'll start seeing some more branches. So hopefully in another month we'll get another update on this guy, just to kind of see. But like I said, I wanted to get a baseline here in the spring of what was growing. and just kind of see. It would almost, like, part of me almost wants this to grow 3 and just kind of have its own crown here. Pretty low, but I think what'll end up happening is this guy will definitely go, I would think. And then maybe we'll get rid of this back guy since he's a little smaller. And we'll just go with this as a leader and then eventually chop off probably down at this level just to give it a more. Hopefully we see some branching out here. And that's where I'm going to start really making some design choices once this grows. Now, from what I understand, these sycamore trees, the leaves don't shrink very easily. So we're going to see what this looks like in a month or 2. The leaves could be as big as my hand, you know. I mean, you look at it, it's as big as my fingernail right now. So we'll see how it goes. Not sure if anybody else grows sycamores out there, but I think I have 2. I have to double check. I may have 2 here in my area that I'm growing stuff. I've got some oak that have not really done anything yet this spring. They may just be late bloomers, but this sycamore really starting to show off and show some growth, so that's kind of cool. So that's pretty much it for this guy. There's not much to visually see. There's not much to talk about with this, just that it has survived, so yay for that. That's awesome. And we'll keep an eye on it and see how it grows, see if anything attacks it. I don't really see any bugs, any kind of aphids or anything on it. So I don't really see any attacks. But I'll make sure to keep it watered, make sure to keep it going. We'll probably have another growth here, so we'll have a V kind of coming out. But we'll keep an eye on it, and if I have to do any kind of trimming, like I said, the only real trimming I've done so far is just taking this huge knob off so you can see this gnarly cut. There we go. That was done to it, and it kind of just bronzed off. It looked nice and green, and then it just kind of bronzed off. So I just kind of wanted to get rid of that before these lower, you know, offshoots started thickening up and contending with that. But let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you liked what you saw, make sure to hit that like button. And like I said, make sure to let me know what you think down below about this video, this tree. If you have your own sycamore, what you do if you're growing a bonsai sycamore, and if you've been having problems getting anything to bonsai on it, let me know down below. If you really liked what you saw, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It will make sure that, and that bell that goes right next to it, and you'll make sure to get information when my next video posts. So this is my sycamore. I like to call it my sickly sycamore, the way it was growing originally. But we'll see you guys next time. This is Greg's Bonsai, signing off. Thanks for watching.